Hello, everyone. Welcome to my session on how to measure the maturity of your agile transformation efforts. As you know, currently, technology and business teams face numerous challenges, such as cultural, economical, organizational, in addition to technical. These problems don't just affect the individuals or individual teams. They are organizational issues and have an impact on everyone within the organization. If you are in the midst of your transformation, how do you know if you are on the right track? Do you think it is enough to become a high-performing team to transform your organization to the future state? According to the Harvard Business Review, companies are pouring millions into digital transformation initiatives, but a high percentage of those fail to pay off. According to the Harvard Business Review, that's because companies jump to a solution, focusing on a technology, implement a new tool or upgrade their system or develop a big data strategy, rather than doing the hard work of fitting the change mindset, agility into the overall business strategy. As you say that your organization initiated agile transformation, you are noticing that lots of activities happening. You are bombarded with new urgent requests. Everyone is pulling you in different sides. In this chaos, you are not sure where are you or where your team fits. If you are in this situation, you come to the correct session, because in this session, we will review the dimensions of transformation efforts. Very simple way to measure the maturity of your teams, departments, or your organization's maturity. So 81% of organizations have started their agile transformation within the last 3 years. This is a huge number. According to the KPMG survey published in 2019, sorry, I'm going a little bit back, 81% of organizations is, initiated within the 2016 to 2019. Why? Because they want to remain relevant in the digital era through agility. You see, when we call agility, we are talking about being adaptive and, getting away from reactive mode or prescribed mode to more, open the challenges, changes mode, which is very good reason. Probably they should have started a couple of years before, but it's better to be late than never starting, you know that. So, do you know how are they doing? Not good. Again, according to the HBR, most of the transformation efforts not doing good. There are a couple of reasons for this, like thinking agile is a technology project to be finished and as a state of perpetual agility, always ready to evolve for whatever comes customer wants next. See, based on my experience as a practitioner, I learned that seeing transformation activities as a project, expecting an end date, is one of the biggest mistakes organization can do. I don't remember how many times I've been asked how long the agile transformation will take. It's funny because the answer is as long as you want your company to be relevant to your customers, your market. But before we move forward, I want to clarify that your entire organization, not just you or a couple of champions leading to transformation, should be part of the transformation efforts. Even if you are thinking it does not impact them, remember, organizations are complex, tangled entities. That's why your whole organization has to be on board and needs to understand your version of the definition of an agile transformation and the value of it in order to benefit from the rewards of achieving true healthy agility. In addition, if you are calling an agile transformation, I'd like to remind you that agile is best described as an umbrella of values and principles. There are many different sets of frameworks under Agile umbrella that helps organizations achieve their agility. And also remember, agility is the goal, an end state. while Scrum, Lean, Kanban, or other type of framework describes how to reach that state and stay there. See, I believe agile transformation does not mean prescribing a specific methods or frameworks. So if we are clear, let's look at it, dimensions of the maturity. Oh, sorry. Take it back. So why this slide? You see, because there is no magic wand, there is no magic solution to speed your transformation efforts. Everything is situational, depending on your infrastructure, your industry, your business model. You should choose your roadmap, where to start, based on where you are at. You see, here I put the 5 dimensions. You need to tailor it based on your organization needs. You could add 1 or more, maximum 2 more dimensions, but more than 7 is too much if you are in the early stages of your transformation efforts. And believe me, I can make this complex as much as you want, but as a, I have an agile mindset and I preach agile. Simplicity is my goal. Keep it simple, short. Maybe you don't look at the 5 dimension, maybe you just look at the 4 dimensions. But what is important? Systems, what you have available, okay? The tools, infrastructure, your business model, how value is delivered in your industry. Are you a traditional brick and mortar organization, or you are a startup sailing in uncharted waters? See, these are important. And your organization culture. What is your current mindset? Structure. How the decision made? Is it collaborative or hierarchical? How your organization structure? Top-down, matrix, business ecosystem, holistic or descriptive? You see, because these are going to impact your transformation efforts. And then, of course, we cannot rule out the processes. How the work is done within your organization. There's the heavily compliant, regulated organization you are, or, again, you have some processes, each department creates their own processes, even they are not linked to each other, it doesn't impact you much. But it is going to impact your transformation efforts. See, and people, available talent and their capabilities. How are you measuring those people capabilities? All right, you need to look at it. And then, of course, maturity model. You see, again, here, I have quite expertise on, implementing risk maturity models, project management maturity models, and so on. That's why I am aware. But here, I just kept the 4 level because understand where you are at. You don't need to be too complex. Then you will not get a response. See, you may drown on the information you will receive that no one will able to analyze this. Okay, but is it important to look at the maturity? Because it is related to degree of formality and continuous optimization of processes. That's why the maturity spans from ad hoc practices to formally defined steps and actively optimizing processes, systems, operations, and so forth. I like maturity assessment because it is not one-time exercise. You can run periodically as an operational activity. You see, you can apply the same, like in 3 months later or half a year later, you can rerun to see if it's going to be, make some changes in the organization, or still there is no impact to the your end user, your customers. But also, maturity models findings helps you identify an organization, number of areas and points out the areas of improvement. You see, that's why it is quite valuable tool for benchmarking capability that gives an incremental target for improvements. So, as I said, undeveloped, it means significant elements absent, poorly controlled, ad hoc, and reactive. See, if you are in that stage, you need to look at differently. Basic elements, I called it basic level 2. You have the basic elements for your organization to function, but short of being efficient. There are a lot of ad hoc processes in place. You are still running in reactive mode, okay? Because you have inadequate measures of success, unclear responsibilities for achievement. Maybe you are spending more time on creating, organizational hierarchical charts and titles, but the roles and responsibilities are not clear. The number 3 is the compliant. Actually, for me, the level that every organization should be to start with. But I'm aware that some organization, due to some other reasons, is not there yet. This is, yes, you are, regulated, you have all the processes, system, resources in place, but still from the culture perspective or the business you are in, you are not in the right space. So the level 4 is the compliant level. You have some basic here, and optimized level. This is the level that the organizations focus on continuous improvement. Advanced methods and a well-trained resource pool, enhance well-defined processes and structures are in place. All your systems are integrated with other management functions, measured and controlled. So that's you are looking. You are looking how I can get this optimized space. Oh, when you are there, of course, you can look at the different areas. Then, because if you understand the continuous improvement, you understand that transformation efforts is not going to stop. Because when you reach that point, there will be new inventions, new stuff that you have to still continue to improve yourself. So, how you can achieve higher levels of maturity? For me, you should set your principles. You see, you have to identify your organization goals. But remember, the Rome is not built in a day. You have to make a decision, what are your priorities? How you want to start, where you want to start, okay? And you need to, understand the whole systems and then make a decision which one is your priority. Not all system needs to change, not all system to become agile and and everything. No, it's depending on where you are. What is your organization goals and what your stakeholders and teams, how they can adapt, how they can adjust their individual goals to a shared goal, organization goal. And also, you need to understand the future of the workforce within your industry. Definitely, it is in the at the end I am sharing with you the report from the World Economic Forum. Look at the job report, what they are saying, what they are expecting next 5 to 10 years, how the industries will change, how the resource requirements will change. It is important. And then you look at your culture. Introduce collaborative work, but you need to train your resources to achieve collective thinking and bring your teams to collective wisdom state. You see, but you have to set these are as your principles. This your guiding light. You will follow those principles to achieve. And then, of course, when we say include everyone from the all levels, all participation. It's not that easy. We understand that. We know, like it is impossible in some organization maybe. But that's why keep it simple, run a survey to see. Because if you have the participation from all levels, we'll give you an idea of where you are, how they are feeling. If you are running a survey, my recommendation is don't ask their names, but ask which high-level group, department they are in, HR, finance, marketing, operations, very high level. And maybe the job level, are they in the analyst role or the management or, VP role? Because you want to see where the message is lost. If you have this departmental information, you may see that actually, oh, marketing never get the message, or they get it, but they didn't understand, or they ignored and no one followed them. Or, all your management team, executive level, everyone is clear, everyone understands that you are running transformation, but actually it didn't flow beyond the manager's level. You see, that's why. Because when you have the diversity of opinion and they are independent from each other, they make their decision, then you can find it, how you can manage this. Because, if you are in agile transformation, you know that you have to decentralize the decision making. It means those people that they don't have any clue what you are doing will never take over this decision-making process. See, that's why it is important. It is important to have the participation from all levels. Okay. But for this, I know you may say that, oh, well, we are running, we built the teams, we are running high-performing teams and so on. You might be, which is great, congratulations. But if you are running high-performing teams, do you feel that when the issues arises, when the decision needs to be made, local decisions, as discussed, are they taking on? Are they making effective decisions? Because if they are not in the collective thinking stage, you may not get the result that you are expecting. Because they can be, if they are experienced people, you have the experienced resources on your teams, they can quite high perform. But, what they say that, you will see the real management leadership when the issues arises. You see, that time you will understand. For this, being high performing team state, it's not that easy. It doesn't end there. You have to reach the understanding the collective intelligence state. Because when you have diverse of people, they trust each other and they talk, they tell their, what they mean on all this stuff, then this is the success. Okay. It is important to, explain this to your teams. It's important to understand the principles of collective thinking, as I documented some steps here, because then you will never get the result that you are looking. But still, they might be doing what they've been asked to do. Okay, that's we are trying to eliminate. We want to have the team when there is a good time or the bad time, they still work as a team. All right. That's why everyone should be able to contribute to the big picture. They should be working together towards the same goal, not just doing their task. That's why decentralization to the teams, it is important, but for this, you need to run a training, as you know. Okay. And of course, you cannot have the one line of the channel of communication. You cannot just push the communication down there. You have to have the multiple channels, is the creating the environment and using the same information. And everything should be aligned to real time. In today's world, you cannot have the, even in a day, we will change. If I'm just running same presentation for, the tomorrow, I will be giving different examples. You see, because we are human, we change. Depending on the situation, our decision change. That's why it is important to bring the team to that stage. Now, so, of course, you may feel that, oh, it's easier to, get the collective thinking state, but it's not that easy. As I said, bring the teams. You have to build, the team. It means you have to follow this, the norming, forming, performing stages. You have to go through this. This is not that easy because you have to establish the trust. Then information exchange within the team, it starts. And then information cascades happens. You see, these are the layers. You have to reach each point and go through. It's of course it's not a black and white. It is not a, when you get together, the door opens and information exchange starts. It will be, gradually, some groups, some people will start exchanging information more than the others. You have to monitor, you have to support the teams. And then social cohesiveness, we call it, it starts to come. When the issue arises, that everyone knows what they need to do. And everyone trusts each other. They don't afraid, that their comments will be, carried upstairs and they will be fired tomorrow. And so, no, they trust each other and they discuss. Because if they are not putting their ideas onto the table, you don't have a team. You have a group of people. Let's be agree on this, okay? And then you can reach the collective wisdom state. Yeah, it is interesting topic. And at the end of the slides, you will see the references over there. So my few key takeaways for you, all right, from that presentation. It is important to have a clear understanding of what is coming, because it helps you manage what you need to do to stay relevant. That's why it is important to know where you are at. Technology and business must co-create the objectives of the transformation efforts, not just IT, nor just business mandating their goals to technology. Look at the market and competition and the future. What is coming? What type of inventions are on the way? See, I always see futuristic movies as a signal for future inventions, such as Star Trek, okay? This is important. Look at this, because then you can adjust your role. Right? Depending on what you are doing, automation may eliminate certain jobs. If you look at that report, you will see that, they don't see the accounting people. They think that it will reduce because everything is automated now. Your receipt goes directly to your account. You don't need data entry people. You don't need a certain level account. You don't need audits, because systems will do all the check and balances. You see, focus on quality, not quantity. Don't try to reach a date. If you are not there yet, but on the paper, everything looks good, doesn't mean anything, because there will be new invention, there will be something new, and then you will start transformation efforts again. Think about it. I always remind my team that everything works on paper. Oh, I'm, have a programming backgrounds. Everything works on paper. Once you implement it or load it into the system, you see the real result, you see? That's why embrace adaptive design and continuous disruption. It is not going away. It is impossible to hold the inventions. Accept them and adjust your work accordingly. We need to recognize the new opportunities by new technologies. These opportunities may involve redefining business boundaries. See, the multidimensional nature of digital transformation means execution must be a team sport, involving not only IT folks or just C-suite. Cultural transformation is important. Teaching the teams to be more innovative, agile, and digital is important. However, everything should be within the scope of your agile transformation goals and your business strategies. Remember, maturity is achieved by developing capability and then implementing the life cycle processes that apply to function in an integrated and coordinated way. Maturity increased by embedding the appropriate methods and frameworks to the relevant function. So, we reached the end of my presentation. Here you can find the information how to reach out to me easily. You can, read that barcode. You will reach out to my LinkedIn profile. You can use these coupons to access to my Udemy classes, or you can reach out to me. I can explain. And this is another opportunity for you guys to 3 months free access by Elite Agilist. Feel free to use it. And these are the references. I'll just keep it over there for you to take the screenshot of it. Definitely interesting readings. I recommend you to look at it. But any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me. That's my presentation. Thank you very much. Have a great day and good luck with your agile transformation efforts.